This is G8Epr on holiday for Easter week, and it's time for the Pye Museum of Bewdley, Worcestershire to have a spring clean. So let's go and see what's been happening. The Radio Shack, the Radio Museum requires a spring clean. So at the moment it's all spread out in the garden. FM 1100, Pye transhalers, 1960s plug-in test set, some Pye reporters which were very dirty, all required cleaning. Bit rusty, a bit damp. I have now cleaned them up. A Pye monitor receiver for Suffolk Police on 100 megs, old AM police channels, VL1 mobiles. Pye reporter base station, PTC 703, such like, transmitter only. Transportable Pye Westminster in a wooden case, made by ATC people to make a Westminster transportable. Some Pye Rangers, which I've just been cleaning out in various stages of deterioration, you might say. These are the transistor rangers with the inverter transistors on the front panel. This is the vibrator ranger. Then we have some Pye handy Cambridges, which are marine band Cambridges, which came from Rosyth Dockyard. Transportable. That I think is an AM one, that is an FM one. And here we have a 6-channel marine one. Which needs a bit of cleaning in it. It's gone a bit rusty. Another one here, which is a single channel AM portable. We have a Pye Vanguard, a couple of Pye Vanguards. That's an AM25T low band, equipped with its rack, which is quite rare to have its rack with it. Go back over here, we can see the other Vanguards. A UHF Vanguard with the American designation on it, which is UHF FM ARC Aircraft Radio American Radio Corporation, who badge market Pye equipment in the States. An AM25T 1 single channel Pye Vanguard, sets only of course. And here we've got the B100 FM Pye Vanguard. Now this is the 100 watt FM mobile, and this is a 30 to 50 meg one. If I turn it on its side, you can see that it's got a great big heat sink. Well, there's the frequencies, by the way. Turn it on its back, there are the big inverter transistors on the outside of the Vanguard, which you do not get on an ordinary Vanguard, because ordinary Vanguards run 25 watts of FM or AM, as does the UHF one. This being a special Vanguard on 39 megs, it is 100 watts out. Then we come to another very special Vanguard, which was used after the Great Train Robbery in order to combat a reoccurrence of that robbery. There we have the Home Office stroke Post Office 10 channel Vanguard in a transportable case, and that transportable case is Post Office green. Vanguard sits at the back here, hiding. Take the case pins off it. Eventually we will get to the Vanguard, and there it is, with its piece of tape saying Bristol to Durham, because you couldn't put the London to Penzance Vanguard on a train going from Bristol to Durham, because it couldn't communicate with the police forces en route due to the 10 crystal control channels that the Vanguard is used. And this one started off in Durham. It had to go on the Bristol to Durham train for the travelling post offices. Well, I think this is quite a rare unit, very rare indeed, and a good addition to the Pye Radio Telephone Museum of Great Britain. Here we have some transhalers, which I've just been clearing up. And what else? Some PF70 pocket phones, and Pye PC1 controller with its TrueLit mic, an F25 FM fixed base station vertically screwed on the wall, and that is a Pye Europa chassis within it. So this is all the stuff that I've had to kick out of the shed containing the museum in order to clean it up. We have here two Pye PMR2s, PMR2 FMs, which are 60 watt boot mobiles, modified for channel 3 it says on there, which is 155.7 for the crime squad talkback frequencies for all the police in the clear. We've got another mint Pye reporter here, which I've just been cleaning up, trying to extricate all the muck off it from the winter and the damp within the shed. Here is an FM Westminster radio telephone, Motorcycle Westminster. It is an FM one, definitely. FCC, and that was used in Northern Ireland. The green control box is an Army control box, FM for an FM Westminster, Motorcycle Westminster W15 FM MC, and that does fit quite nicely on this set, which is a high band transceiver, probably on 155.4. Here are some base station parts. This is a Pye OFR transceiver on frequency repeater, which I have filmed before, so we won't dwell on that unit. Spare unit there, Mark II OFR, and I will go into the Pye Museum, which I have been cleaning out. some Pye Marine Cambridge, Pye Log, Portland Pye Marine, which are depth indicators and not speed indicator units. We have Pye Westminster control box. We have here a Pye Dolphin. This is a Pye Dolphin transceiver, as used by trawlermen in the 60s and 70s. Crystal controlled on transmit and fully tunable on receive. Here we have another motorcycle Westminster, hiding in the darkness there. A Pye Engineer's hard hat, sometimes you need in here. Now if we turn onto the other side of the radio museum, Pye Whitehall control box and a radio telephone control box for LC10 FM radiophones, the very first System 1 radiophones. We have some Westminsters here that are hiding. Then we've got a Pye Beaver, which is a Pye Olympic chassis, ruggedised Pye Olympic, and a Pye Europa and a Pye Motorphone, an Olympic, Pye Olympic, M201 Olympic, and then the good old Pye Westminster, which is an airband Westminster, which is an official airband Westminster, and a Pye Cambridge, and then a variety of Pye Rangers, vibrator one on top, transistor ones beneath. This is G8Epr reporting for the Pye and Radio Telephone Museum of Bewdley in Worcestershire. Some Pye reporter base stations. I thought there was somebody at the door, but there wasn't. Pye reporter base station. Pye reporter base station, which was used by the Civil Defence, 6-channel Pye reporter base station. There is the 6-channel switch on it. There's the 6-channel switch on it for the receiver, the transmitter rather, and then we have a second one, low, 6-channel receive switch, and it's 6-channel transmitter switch, which is hiding in the darkness behind that meter. And those were used on high band in 168 megs for communication purposes in the time of when the bomb was dropped. Coming back to some Pye AM10FRX base stations. Some of these with the B on it came from the Austin Morris factory at Longbridge, used in their communications. Pye Cambridge or Pye Vanguard remote control box with its speaker, and a Pye Foreland with the direction finding unit on the top, which I can't actually move at the moment. There's the Pye Foreland, which is a tunable There we go. 150 kcs through to about 4.5 megs. As used between 1960 and 1975 aboard trawlers, etc, etc. Quite a few Cambridges, Porter Cambridges, 2 or 3 more in stock down there. We have here another Pye reporter that's holding up some Westminsters at the moment. Boot mount Westminsters, and a dash mount Westminster at the top. Some more dash mount Westminsters hiding here in the corner, which is a bit poor to see due to the quality of the light in here. And those are Pye F400 mould issue, and there you can see the mod record plaques on them, and the low band and UHF links that they used in between the 70cm band. R18 base station, 124.475 AM transmitter for the aircraft band, and another 3-rack Pye Westminster base station. View of the outside of the shack, the rear of the transceivers, a few spiders, etc. about. Here we have a F450T Pye pocket phone type base station, would have been used originally with PF1s about 1966 onwards, when PF1s were first issued to the police. We have there a CTCSS fitted talk through Westminster, UHF talk through Westminster, and its associate control box is out here. With the talk through switch there, full duplex talk through, 5-watt unit as used by the police, and fire brigades for general on-site temporary repeater talk through use. So there has been a quick tour of the Pye Museum. The sun has now come out. Stand away from all the equipment so you can see it for its best angle. This is G8Epr Bewdley, North Worcestershire, at the Pye and Radio Telephone Museum of G8Epr.